Hello, students. Welcome to the digital learning platform. In our earlier classes, we had discussed about the rate of government, the role of the government, the promotional schemes, like how is the government helping and reviving these enterprises through the institutions. Now, if you all remember, we have got two kinds of institutions that is developed by the government. One is the central level institutions and the other one is the state level institutions. Now, we have already discussed or we have started discussing about the central level institutions. Central level institutions, if you all remember, we have dealt with the two institutions, that is NIESBUD. That is NIESBUD stands for National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, and the other one is SISI, that is Small Industries Service Institution. Okay, so today we are going to deal with EDI, that is another third most important central level institution. EDI stands for Entrepreneurial Development Institutes of India. Okay, so Entrepreneurial Development Institutes of India, this is an institute, an Indian institute. Basically, it's set up by the public financial institutions, Government of Gujarat and Government of India. Okay, this institute was established in the year, or it was started in the year 1983, and it was established at Ahmedabad. The main principal agency, okay, because of which this institute was started, okay, it is bestowed with the special responsibility for the entrepreneurship development in the country, to revive and to promote the entrepreneurial spirit. Okay, the nodal agency, that is Entrepreneurial Development Institute, was developed. Okay, this institute focuses on developing the programs for entrepreneurship development, and also conducts or also enhances innovative training techniques. Okay, now these EDI, they form something called as EDPs, that is Entrepreneurial Development Programs. Okay, now the basic EDPs that is undertaken by the EDI, that is Entrepreneurial Development Institute, they comprise of the following steps. First, what do is they select the potential entrepreneurs. Okay, now after they select the potential entrepreneurs, what do is they do something AMT. AMT is nothing but achievement motivation training. They give them the training. After this is over, product selection and project preparation is done by the EDPs, that is done by the EDIs. Okay, then they give them the training on the business management, the practical training and work experience. After the training, they give them the follow-up. Post training and follow-up is done, and it also undertakes the model training program and sets an example for the status to follow for all those entrepreneurs who have been selected by the EDIs. Okay, now the objectives of EDI. Now, why is that the EDIs are formed? And there must be certain basic purpose for which the EDIs in India have been formed. The first important is they are augmenting the supply of the competent entrepreneurship. Now, how are they doing? How are they supplying the competent entrepreneurs? Is through the training. Okay, that is through EDP programs, that is entrepreneurship development programs. They are supplying the competent entrepreneurs to the country. Okay, next one is they are providing or augmenting the supply of entrepreneur trainer motivators. Okay, the motivators are very important. So in order to motivate and in order to train the entrepreneurs, they are supplying the competent trainer motivators. And I have told you very early in the beginning of the class also, the main purpose for which the EDI was formed is they are developing the spirit of entrepreneurship in the youth. Okay, and this will help in promoting the micro enterprises at the rural level. Okay, Next one is developing and disseminating new knowledge and insights. Now, how are they providing or distributing the information or knowledge is through their theories and their practice through researchers. Now, every institute that is entrepreneurial institute that has been developed, that is basically given they have their libraries, documents, well equipped research centers, everything that they have. Now through these things they are providing the knowledge and insights about the entrepreneurial theory and how to practice it in real through the entrepreneurs. Okay. And the next thing is facilitating the corporate excellence. Okay. Facilitating corporate excellence is nothing but how do you create the value for the stakeholders. Okay. Now how do you do this? How the EDI does it? It does it by creating the entrepreneur, by creating the entrepreneurial managers. Okay. So this was basically about the objectives of EDIs. Okay. Going ahead, functions and role of EDI. It develops the programs for entrepreneurial training and development. We have discussed in the objectives that they provide training, they conduct EDP, that is entrepreneurship development programs. So the main function of EDI is they have to set up the programs which will give training and development exclusively for entrepreneurs. Okay. Now second thing is they develop the innovative training techniques, but for whom? Whom are they developing all these innovative training techniques for? They are developing these training techniques for the trainers so that they can deliver effectively and efficiently to the entrepreneurs. Okay. And the other thing is they have focused much attention on the women entrepreneurs with the basic first such EDP that the EDIs have conducted in the year 1988, specially giving attention on the women entrepreneurs. Next is EDP for rural entrepreneurship development. So the entrepreneurship development is not only conducted in the smart cities or in the big cities, but they're conducting it in the rural areas as well. Now these EDP for the rural development entrepreneurship development is conducted in your states like UP and Orissa. Okay, you all know what is EDP. EDP is nothing but entrepreneurial development programs. Okay, and these EDIs, they are very much famous for organizing camps. Now what are these camps are basically on? Basically on your entrepreneurship, how to revive the entrepreneurs, how to inculcate the habit and spirit of entrepreneurship among the young entrepreneurs is basically taught in this camps. Okay, now the next thing is they are conducting the EDP in different countries as well. Now the countries like your Sri Lanka, Nepal, Kenya, Ghana, okay, there also they are conducting the EDP, that is these programs are conducted. So these are basically about EDI, that is entrepreneurial development institutes. Okay, hope you all understood. The next organization or the next institution that is set up to help the small entrepreneurs or to help the entrepreneurs in India is SIDO, that is Small Industries Development Organization. Okay, now Small Industries Development Organization, this is a nodal agency. Okay, now what does this agency does is they will help you in identifying the needs of SSI units, coordinating and monitoring the policies and programs for the promotion of the small industries. Okay, now these are mainly created for the development of various small scale units. Okay, be very careful here, they are giving importance to the development of the small scale units that is set up or that is widespread over the larger parts of the country. Okay, now here what do? They again undertake the programs. What kind of programs? Training, okay, consultancy, evaluation of what? Evaluation for the needs of small scale industries and the development of industrial estates. They do the evaluation. Okay, moving further, this is the last concept. Okay, so before moving on to the functions, let's deal, okay, what does this CEDO does, these functions are taken care with the organizational structure of 27 offices, 31 SISI, 31 extension centers of SISI, and 7 centers related to production and process development. Okay, and the main objective of CEDO is they support the innovative entrepreneurs, okay, the budding innovative who want to start something very new. Okay, these kind of entrepreneurs are helped and supported by CEDO. Okay, startups and existing at the earliest age of technological entrepreneurship. How do they help them? By assisting them in implementing the development of their innovative ideas, by nurturing them to productive business enterprises. Okay, and the other thing is capacity utilization, optimize the capacity utilization. Now how do they do? Whatever the capacity building that they have, okay, the available infrastructure facilities, like they provide buildings, professional skills available to support entrepreneurs to emerge and grow. All these kinds of facilities are provided by CEDO to the entrepreneurs. Now when we come to the functions of CEDO, there are 3 kinds of functions, that is functions relating to coordinations, function relating to industrial development, and functions relating to extension. Now when we talk about the functions relating to a coordination, it is, the name itself suggests it is coordinating, but in the areas of what? Okay, first function relating to coordination is, it is coordinating the policies and programs of various governments. Okay, so whatever the policies that has been set up or that will be set up by the government, the CEDO is helping the government in coordinating these policies, making these policies available, and make whom understand? Make the entrepreneurs understand. Okay, and to evolve a national policy for the development of small industries. Okay, one policy for the development of the small industries in India. Such a national policy is set up by the CEDO, or it will help the government in setting up or evolving such policies. The next one is to maintain a proper liaison with the related ministries, planning commission, state governments, and financial institution, etc. So liaison is nothing but maintaining a close contact, okay, with whom? With the following people or following set of ministries, planning commissions, state governments, and financial institution. That is very important because CEDO is generally working or they are coordinating the policies. So maintaining a liaison with them is very, very important. Otherwise, we will not come to know what has been done by who is planning for what, that will not be known. Okay, so in order to disseminate the information, a very close contact and liaising with the ministries and the planning commission, the financial institution, is very, very important. Next one is to coordinate the programs for the development of industrial estates. Okay, how do you develop these industrial estates? There will be certain programs. Okay, again, these programs are efficiently coordinated by CEDO. Okay, this is about the functions relating to coordination. Now when we come across function relating to industrial development, this is purely or basically about the development. How do you develop the entrepreneurship? How to promote the habit of entrepreneurship, and how do you help the entrepreneurs revive and sustain in this competitive world? Okay, now first what they do is they collect the data, that is CEDO collects the data on consumer items that is imported from the other countries. Okay, and they will encourage the entrepreneurs in setting up of industrial units, which products which we are going to import from the other countries. Okay, such products production, the main thing is they want to set up in our own country. So what do? They collect the data of their imports and they give it to the entrepreneurs, and they will help you in or encouraging you in setting up the industrial units to produce these items. So for them, by giving them the coordinated assistance. Okay. Second thing is they will render you the support, required support for the development of ancillary units. Okay. The next thing is they will help you in encouraging the small scale industries by participating in the government stores purchase program, by giving them the necessary guidance, marketing advice and assistance. Okay. Next one is functions relating to extension. Okay, so in relating to extension, the government is, the CEDO is helping in provision of technical services like your production planning, selecting your appropriate machinery and factory layout, preparing the factory layout and design. Okay, some entrepreneurs might not be aware of all these things. So relating to extension of the industries, the CEDO is helping them by giving the technical services like how preparing the layout for them, factory layout for them, production planning, how to plan the production. Okay, these are the things that has been selecting the appropriate machinery, then providing them the consultancy and training services so that their competitive ability is strengthened. The other main important function that is rendered by CEDO is they provide marketing assistance, marketing strategies. Okay, small entrepreneurs will not be knowing, or the small scale industries in India will not have the power to market their products or market their produce. So what does the CEDO does? CEDO does, or CEDO renders marketing assistance to these small scale industries so that they can effectively sell their products in the market. Okay, and the last thing what the CEDO does for small scale industry or the entrepreneurs or the entrepreneurship is they provide them the assistance in economic investigation, like your demand and supply. Okay, your any other thing, the supply changes. Okay, all those information, the basic information, the economical information is been given to the small scale industries by the CEDO. So here we finish the two institutions, that is CEDO and your EDI. In the further classes we will be discussing about many more central level institutions and state level institutions. Please stay tuned for the further information.